October 28th, 2020. Welcome back to Small Town Sports, Central Kansas. This week we're going to do an in-depth look into all of the first-round playoff games that are coming up this Thursday and Friday night. I would check your school's website if you're curious about that. Looks like to me all the consolation games and the 8-man games are happening on Thursday, whereas all the 1A, 2A, 3A games are happening on Friday evening, the 30th. Before we get into that, though, I want to say congratulations to Smoky Valley, Hillsboro, and Central Christian girls volleyball teams. They all qualified for the state tournament. Games, I believe, are happening this evening because of the weather. It's been postponed to this Wednesday night. Congratulations to those teams, and congratulations to all of the cross-country runners that qualified this year for state cross-country. Here in this building we have two, Christian Dara and Morgan Becker. They will be traveling to Victoria to represent Canton Galva State this year for, I believe, the third time for both of them. So let's go ahead and get into the playoff picture here. So in 3A, three of our area teams made it. Southeast Saline won their district. They will host Clay Center, 7-0 record. They beat Scott City last week 40-6. That game should be available for you to watch again on Friday night on Southeast Saline's NFHS network channel. Smoky Valley defeated Russell. They also get in. They travel to the 1 seed out of District 5, which is Riley County. That game should also be available on Smoky Valley Live, or if you go onto YouTube and search SVHS Football, the game will be able to be viewed there. Part of the reason I'm going over where the games can be found online is because of COVID restrictions. This may be your best chance to get to see a game. Plus, let's be honest, it's going to be really cold and wet. So, District 7, Halstead qualified with a 4-4 record. They beat Wichita Trinity in Week 8. The Dragons travel to face the Cheney Cardinals in Week 9, who are undefeated on the season. They were played closer by Garden Plain, but eventually ran away with that game in the second half. In 2A, Trinity hosts Chaparral. They travel to Chaparral in Week 2. Celtics won that matchup by a score of 42-18. Haven travels to Kingman. Haven's on a 3-game winning streak. Going into this, the Eagles of Kingman have won their last 2, and their only losses on the season so far are to district champion Cheney in 3A and Garden Plain. So 2 very good teams. That should be a pretty fun matchup to watch, I would bet. Marion travels to Garden Plain. Marion's the 4 seed coming out of our local district here. Common opponent in Sterling between those 2 teams. They both defeated the Black Bears, but the scores were really close. Marion, I believe, in overtime, and Garden Plain won, I believe, by a score of 14-0 in Week 2. Hillsboro hosts the Dragons of Belle Plaine. Common opponents to them this year is Trinity, and Trinity defeated both of them. Sedgwick and Inman were both defeated in their district championship games in 1A, so Sedgwick will still play the last seed out of the other district, but they do not get the bye. For Sedgwick, they will host winless Ellenwood, and Inman plays Stanton County. The Inman game should be available on USD 448's YouTube channel. Again, I will provide links to these in below. And they're also, I'm going to subscribe to all of them, so check all the subscriptions that we have, and you should be able to find any games that are available on YouTube. El Saline will travel. No, I don't even know if they're traveling. El Saline plays Elkhart, and Remington will host the Sacred Heart Knights in week one of the playoffs, this first round here. I believe Remington does have an NFHS network stream for their games, so I would check that out if you're interested. Remington scored its 3rd win of the season on Friday night as they defeated Elkhart. The Broncos move into the playoffs for the first time under third-year head coach Simon McKee
and has improved their win total over the past 2 seasons. The past 2 seasons, the Broncos have won 2 games, and it was their last 2 games of the season both years. This year, they look to make it 4 as they take on the Sacred Heart Knights this Friday night. Canton Galva put a bow on its perfect season on Friday night as the Eagles defeated the Lincoln Leopards 70-8, wrapping up District 4 championship. Braden Collins had 9 carries for 200-plus yards and 6 touchdowns on the night. Tyson Struber notched his 5th interception of the season. The Eagles' defensive line harassed the Lincoln backfield all night long as they held the Leopards to under 150 yards total offense for the game. The Eagles host Valley Falls this Thursday in 8-man Division I action.
I've drawn Little River, and they will travel to Little River in this first round of the playoffs, and these are the only 2 teams on the season that have made it past halftime with the Eagles of Canton Galva. Chase County will host Cedarvale Dexter. Chase County is the 2 seed coming out of District 2 behind Madison. Mound Ridge travels to 8-man newcomer La Crosse. They got to go west for that one. Pretty Prairie travels to Skyline, and Gossel will host Kinsley. Okay, so that's how that wraps up in 8-man 1. And 2, Peabody Burns will travel to Central Plains to take on the Oilers. That wraps up, again, our first round playoffs. Good luck to everyone this weekend. We hope to see you back this week. I hope all the area teams do well and we can continue to do these. Continue, please, using the hashtag SmallTownSports on Twitter so we can find highlights. Thank you to Coach Budke of Chase County that sends them to us every week. More can get on the show. I'd like it to expand. So let's keep this going. We're going to move into basketball season fairly quickly here. So we'll see y'all then. Bye.